I mean, again, he doesn't know who Gabriel is, right? Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith. The people of Mecca were pagan.
Quran is mentioned, if this book was from other than God, they would have found in it many contradictions.
If a book is without contradictions, that has no bearing on whether it comes from God or not. I've had phone books that are inerrant, but I certainly don't think God gave them.
That we believe without understanding.
The brother asked a very important question, that most of the scholars say that listening to music, watching movies, and most of the television programs, they're haram. So how can we have fun? Let me tell you, brother, at the outset, that having fun is permitted in Islam as long as the fun is halal fun.
That the standard narrative has holes in it.
The Prophet tells us because Satan or the devil sleeps over our nostrils. Those who oversleep and not pray Fajr on time, Satan urinates in their ears.
I really do think Jesus was crucified and that he really was dead and buried. He thought that he was a son of God in the sense that he was specially chosen by God. I think Jesus really did think he was going to be the Messiah, the future king of Israel. I mean, that is, after all, why they crucified him.
All right, hello everyone, and peace of the Lord to all of you. I hope my voice coming good and clear. Please invite your friends and let us have some good time together. Today our topic is about Islam as usual, but before we start, our education time, I would like to share with you some funny, stupid videos that Abdul they do. We saw the Muslims dancing in 9/11, and if you don't believe me, you can go right now, type in YouTube, Muslims dancing in 9/11. And you can even search specifically for Palestinian dancing in 9/11. And then you ask yourself, what is the secret that those people, they dance for the death of others? When tsunami happened, I think that was, I don't know, 2000 something. I remember I was in PalTalk at that time, and the Muslims, they opened a chat room praising Allah for Allah destruction the kuffar. Why? They heard the news that tsunami came and a lot of people from, tourists from Australia, etc., they died. And later the news came making it clear that the tsunami hit massively in Indonesia, and the major number of those who died, it was Indonesian Muslims. So in the beginning they dance, and supposedly tsunami is a punishment from Allah, and then it turned to be tsunami is coming after the Muslims. So what's up with this religion? Why they enjoy always the death of somebody else? Today is no exception. Let us see this video together and see how the Muslims, think, how the Muslims really behave. It's very hard to understand how Muslims believe or what Muslims do. But if you are a person who comes from the Middle East, you know very well how they do behave and what they think. We will show you images of Gaza. But before we go there, let us watch together this video. And those are the three fat boys. I know some people don't like to use the word fat, but those fat because of they do nothing. What they do for a living? Nothing. They just make a YouTube and then, make a lot of money, and each one of them get fat, and they are talking about the hungry people of Gaza. Let us hear together what the topic today, beside collecting donation from people and saying halal cat food.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters and dear friends. Hope you guys are well, inshallah. Welcome back. We've got some amazing liquidation updates for you guys.
Amazing.
Yep. What are you laughing at?
Business.
Dishan, how you doing?
Alhamdulillah ala kulli hal.
We've got some amazing news for everybody. Some amazing, phenomenal news. Is it 21 or 22?
I think it's 21. According to their figures, probably much more than that.
21, yeah?
It's much more than that.
Reminds me of 21 seconds ago. If you let me know, let me in the studio. I've got 21 liquidations to go. Okay, so what's the update? Please tell us.
Guys, just to show you how trashy, low class they are. Do you see what you see in the screen? I don't know if you notice. Let me zoom for you. Muhammad Hijab is putting his feet on the front of his camera. Watch.
Dishan, how you doing?
Alhamdulillah ala kulli hal.
We've got some amazing news for everybody. Some amazing, phenomenal news. Is it 21 or 22?
And look how
21,
ugly and dirty they are.
Remind me of 21 seconds to go. If you let me know, let me in the studio. I've got 21 liquidations to go. Okay, so what's the update? Please tell us. I mean,
those are the one who want to give you update about the Muslim news. I mean, at least wash your socks, man. Aren't you married? I mean, if you are single, I would say, you know what, this guy is single. God knows what you know, what? Those are the one reporting serious news for us. He is putting his foot in the front of the camera, showing his socks to the Abdul. Move it again. I need to zoom. Let me take off my banner so people can see it better. What a bunch of a street boy. You know, when I say they are just a bunch of street boys, this guy, you know, I don't want to go. Let it go. Go. Tell us what happened.
If you let me know, let me in the studio. I've got 21 liquidations to go. Okay, so what's the update? Please tell us.
Let's watch this.
I mean, the people are waiting for the phenomenal news.
Look at this.
So please read slowly. Is the video watching?
This is what it says. I'll just say right. Israel suffers its deadliest day since the war on Gaza began.
Israel what?
Suffers, yeah, suffer.
Huh?
Suffer.
Suffocate.
What?
Suffer.
Oh, Israel suffers.
Suffer, yes.
Oh, okay.
נורה טיל RPG על ידי מחבלים לעבר טנק שהבטיח את הכוח. ובמקביל לכך אירע פיצוץ של שני מבנים דו-קומתיים. המבנים קרסו כתוצאה מהפיצוץ הזה, בשעה שמרבית הכוח נמצא בתוכם ובסמוך אליהם. המבנים ככל הנראה התפוצצו כתוצאה ממוקשים שכוחותינו הטמינו בהם והיו לקראת תהליך של פיצוץ המבנים ותשתיות הטרור במרחב.
Okay, so in a nutshell, what happened?
What they claim that happened, yeah, is that they say that RPGs were fired by Hamas, and that fell over and killed the terrorist IDF. But what really seems to be actually what happened is that they got gunned down and cornered. And in fact, we have some body cam images that indicates this, including but not limited to the man under the blanket, which we have.
The man under the blanket. What's it?
Yeah, show us the man under the blanket. Yeah.
So what is this? I mean, it's like a little child who runs. He's scared of.
Have you seen the video of that?
No, I haven't. What is it?
Let's take a look at it.
Tell me what is it?
It's a man under the blanket.
What's he doing? Is he sleeping?
Exactly.
He's one of the IDF people. And he's being cornered in a house, and he's very scared, so he goes under the blanket.
Abdul, what a stupid son of Muta you are. So those guys are going all the way to Gaza, and now he is cornered in an apartment, and he is scared, so he covered himself by the blanket. You know, if I go and now I show you how your Abdul is running like a rabbit in front of the IDF, people will die laughing. So those soldiers, they go, they sleep, they have turn, people they go to fight, people they go to sleep. They are sleeping inside your houses, not in their houses. How they are scared, and they are in the heart of Gaza. Who is the one is scared? Corner, I mean, your Hamas is down in the tunnel like rats, and you are talking about corner. They don't even dare to put their head up, and if they do, they come like rats, they shoot and they run right away. So those are like now so happy for 21 people died. But This is the same guy. Just a day after. This is the same guy. Not even 24 hours after. Look what he is talking about. Painful matter, brother. Painful matter, brother and sisters. What happened, Ali Dawah? Yesterday you were laughing. Today is so sad. What happened?
Brothers and sisters and dear friends, when I heard these news, I was as shocked as you guys were.
Really?
I didn't know that there are Muslims who are serving in the IDF.
No way.
It shocks you. It genuinely shocks you.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if these people are... there's firstly a big question mark when it comes to the scholars on this person's Islam or these individuals' Islam. For you to serve in the army, yes? I don't know if it's something that's forced or whatever, so that matter. Wallahi, I don't want to talk big.
Forced?
But I would rather die or be killed or be shot in the back of the head than know that I'm going to go to Gaza and I'm going to go and massacre my own brothers and sisters. Innocent men, women and children. You know, in this matter. So this is the funeral prayer. When I first heard this, I thought, like, because this for real is some kind of a joke, yeah? No, it's true. This person, Abu Latif, or I don't know his name for that matter, who was killed in Gaza, yes, by the resistance. Let's watch it for ourselves, because I'm a bit taken.
See this, guys. If it's me, Christian Prince, who call Hamas resistance, YouTube will take my channel down. Do you notice? He just called Hamas resistance. This is how it is in England. You call Hamas resistance and you make money and you live in the country, and they are not calling them terrorists, they are calling them resistance. The only one is fighting against Israel right now in Gaza is two groups, Hamas and Jihad al-Islami. One belong to Hezbollah, they are Shia, the other one they are Sunni, and they are Hamas. And he is calling them resistance. And nobody will question those idiots. I will talk them or arrest them or deport them. Resistance. Now, let us see how your resistance working. Look at your face. I don't know. I mean, yesterday you were laughing, devastating in news. Look at you. Just 24 hours ago. And then you learned that many of those 21 soldiers, they were Muslims, and now you are what?
Come back to even doing this video. Like, let's watch the video, inshallah, and watch the funeral prayer.
Allahu Akbar.
A Muslim IOF soldier was murdered yesterday. You heard that right. According to the Mossad, his name was Ahmad Abu Latif. Clearly, Rabbina ma latafsh alayh. Nobody's really crying or sad for his death. But anyways, enjoy the hereafter.
So guys.
Sure, he will enjoy the hereafter. At least he will not go to the heaven of Muhammad, and he will not have a woman look like you. Because if you go to heaven, what will happen? Allah will give him whatever Muslim women he wish. So imagine he will have someone like you in the bedroom. In fact, if this has happened to me, I will take the first taxi back, wherever I came in from. If this is what God will give me in the bedroom as a reward. So brothers and sisters, what Ali? What happened now? Muslims are serving in the IDF, don't you know? Muslim Sunni, Druze, Shia, and there is a Christian for sure, a lot of them. So what you would do now? What the heck?
SubhanAllah, as you can see, now I've spoken to my teachers. My teacher said very clearly, yep, there's maybe opinions here and there when it comes to, you know, you students do the janazah prayer. But the scholars, you know, the majority of the view is that this person's Islam is in question. There's a big question mark. The fact that it's not he was just even sympathizing for that matter, even that is like weird. But for him to go and outright join the IDF in the battleground, on the front lines, against the resistance, or whoever for that matter, and get killed, they use the evidence from Hatib ibn Abi Balta, when he wrote a letter to his family, or the Mushrikeen, or along those lines if I'm not mistaken, that the Muslim armies are coming. And this letter was obviously by Wahi that the Prophet ﷺ ordered Umar ibn Khattab or Ali radiallahu anh to go. There was a woman carrying this, and subhanAllah, they found this letter, they opened it, they confronted Hatib ibn Abi Balta radiallahu anh, and Khalid bin Walid said, let me hit the neck of this munafiq. And outright this.
The person he's talking about, Khalid ibn Walid, he doesn't even know how to say his name correctly. This guy, he effed a Muslim woman, he raped her, he killed her husband, he cooked his head, in the same night he raped the women. This is their heroes. So how come Ibn al-Walid is a hero for you, and he killed Muslims, he killed a lot of Muslims, and he just mentioned he killed Muslims? Continue. And by the way, touching your nose is not good. It's a bad sign. Go search it in internet, you know, why a person keep touching his nose.
So this is hypocrisy. And obviously, Hatib made it very clear that he had no intentions of treachery or that he's doubting his religion for that matter. It was none of that. And the Prophet ﷺ said, indeed, Hatib fought in Battle of Badr, and the Battle of Badr, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Anyone understand what this guy is talking about? Supposedly he is knowledgeable. Look at this video here. Oh boy. Oh, boom.
שהייתה פה איזושהי הבנה שבעצם מאוד צריך את האוויר, ומ"פ בשטח יודע שכשהוא צריך שתיפול מטרה או שהוא יצטרך פינוי של פצוע, יש לו את זה במהירות האפשרית.
בום.
אומרים לנו, הרגשתי, שמעתי את הבומים מסביבי, הרגשתי את המעטפת הזאת של חיל האוויר.
אחת הפעולות החשובות ביותר במלחמה הנוכחית היא שיתוף הפעולה בין זרוע היבשה לזרוע האוויר.
פיפ.
אני מעליך, מוכן לסיוע.
מעליך, we are coming. שיש קבב המוס. Go ahead, go ahead.
אני מזהה שתי דמויות.
I see him behind the wall here. Look at them. Take them, okay, boom, bye-bye. I don't know, I mean, those people are really weird. They go in war. They attack their neighbors. And the second their neighbor respond to them, they go by millions around the world, asking for ceasefire. You see, when somebody is making victory, there's no way he will ask for a ceasefire. Only losers, they will die for ceasefire. Those guys themselves, they go in the street, shouting, Allahu Akbar, ceasefire now, like a bunch of girls. So how you claim victory for the death of 21 soldiers? The Israeli, they killed tens of thousands of terrorists already. You see, nobody knows actually the real numbers, because all those tunnels which been destroyed is full of terrorists. Nobody knows how many is inside. They can count only the ones who died in the top, the one they can see visibly. The one who they are buried under the ground, nobody can see. So they took all of Gaza. Let me see if I can find you a map to show you the situation now. And always I find it very funny and very, very embarrassing how Muslims, they, you know, I remember when I was in school, the teacher, he was, you know, talking about celebrating October 6. You see, this time they attack in October 7 because October 6 was not holiday yet for the Jews, so they delay. So in October 6, 1973, when all those Muslim countries, the neighbors of Israel, they attacked together, Egypt, Syria, even they brought pilots from Pakistan, fighters from Afghanistan, fighters from everywhere, you name it, from Morocco. I mean, it's big. And what was the result? A miserable defeat. You know what miserable defeat mean? They lost a massive land, massive number of dead, disaster of casualty, regime collapse. The same when they lost Jerusalem not long before. But what's amazing, what it's amazing about them, they always celebrate victory. I mean, you just lost. So I asked the teacher, sir, how we were victorious if we lost land? He said, this is not how you measure, lose or win. I said, really? But didn't we go there to suppose it to free land? So how we won if the army is destroyed? We lost a lot of people and we lost the land. Like in the top of the land, which they took before, now we lost more, and even they lost more strategic lands. As an example, the Syrian, they lost the Golan Heights. The Egyptian, they have all of Sinai is gone. I mean, 20% of the country is in the hand of the Israeli. So how in the world those people celebrate victory? You don't know. They always celebrate victory. It doesn't matter how many times they lose. It doesn't matter how many times you beat them. They celebrate victory. Because those people, they are in drugs. They are high. They are not in touch with reality. I'm trying to show you, to find a video which can show us like the last update in the war in Israel with maps. Let us see if I can find something. They took already, I mean, almost all of Gaza Strip is gone. And I know the plan of the Israeli. Like now all American and Western trying to push the Israeli to accept two-state. Netanyahu, he insists he will not accept two-state. And the good thing actually happening, that the Israeli who they were like very much divided. Let us see this map here. This one is 3 days ago. But it's okay. We'll do the job. This map, let me show you. 3 days ago. Not now. Let me bring it to you. Give me a second. So now it should be more advanced. They to control more territory. All right. So this is 3 days ago. Let us zoom out so we can see all the video. As you see, this is now in the south. The north is taken. Now they are so close to the green area. Actually, I saw the video today, but because I don't speak Hebrew, so I cannot type exactly the words and find. So there's not too much about the map, actually. Too bad. Let me see if there is more of the map. Here we go. Look at this. Here. Now you will see more of the map. Look at this. So now all the south of Gaza is in the hand of the Israeli. And they are extending, which means all the yellow area, all of Gaza, they will leave only maybe the green area where the population is located to be not under their control. And that actually, I believe this is the smart way. I hope they will not go into the green area. So they will have all this land and they will corner them all there. And then they have to negotiate with them. So look what we see. I don't know if you can see with me. Let me zoom out more. So do you see now what the Israeli have done? So now they are expanding more and more. All the gray area is the land controlled totally, period, by them. So when those potato, Mimi Hijab, and talking about devastating, what devastating? The Israeli will not withdraw from that land no more. until they force all their conditions. So now you and Hamas and the 2 million so-called fake Palestinians, those are not Palestinian. The people of Gaza have nothing to do with so-called Palestine. In fact, this is not their land, not a single one of them. But regardless, now all of you, actually, let me see, I found a video, I saw a video. Let me see if I can find it. Very embarrassing. Let us see if I can find the video for you. So they talk about victory. I don't know how those people, they see victory. You should be ashamed of yourself, Mimi Hijab and Lily Dawah. May Allah bless your heroic act in YouTube. Look at them. The video I want to show you, actually, I could not find, but maybe we'll find it later. They are moving from place to place, those poor people, if I can call them poor, because they support terrorism anyway, and they are part of the terrorism movement. But this is what they brought upon themselves. So now the Israelis, they are taking more and more land and moving, advancing in the land. And now even those people, they are crying against Hamas. Actually, I saw, they don't, you see, those people, if they shout against Hamas, not because they hate Hamas. They hate the result. Otherwise, they support Hamas. So in their mind, even though they are civilians, they wish that every Jew will be destroyed and killed. But now because Hamas have a big failure, so we will see, I will look for a video, I will show you how they are shouting against Hamas. Simply, they lost their houses. What they got? What exactly they got from this? This guy is saying, where I should go? Go to Rafah? Where we will go? Hey, Hamas, where we will go? The Arab neighbors don't want them. Egypt will not even open one gate of its gate to let one of those people get in. If you speak to the Egyptian government, they speak about how much they support Palestinians, but they will not let one of them get into Egypt. And if they got one of them smuggling himself, he will stay there for a bunch of years in jail. After for sure trying with him all kind of electric tools of torture to know who sent him and why. Let us see more videos. Let us see. And yet they claim victory. Those people, they are really out of their mind. 21 soldiers. Have you ever heard of an army go at war with the territory have 2 million and more than 100,000 terrorists? And they have tunnels under the ground preparing themselves very well. And now today, up to date, they have 210 total soldiers lost. Which army can accomplish that? 210, including many of them, by the way, they die by friendly fire. Like just about 10 days ago, I don't know how many, 13, 14, they die by explosion, which is done by mistake. You know, like they were putting explosive in the tunnels, which they already they conquer, and they want to destroy it. But it turned to be that those tunnels connected to other buildings, where the Israeli army are occupying, and that make those buildings collapse when the explosion happened. Let me see. Yeah, you know what? Let me see if I can find it in the history. I want to show you this video. No, it's not in the history here. Yeah, in the other one. Yeah, it's all right. But it's very, very embarrassing. You know, you see the Israeli tank, and you see those so-called Palestinian moving. Even one of them, he was carrying a garbage container. God knows what he put inside, you know. Maybe he put his stuff, maybe his food, maybe he put, so, you know. And then, in the same time, they, you know, when you listen to Muslims, they are talking about victory, and they are talking about demolishing Israel, and Israel is in fear. And the failure of Israel, why? Because they could not release their hostages. Let me tell you from now, they will not be able to release them by war. Because simply, those hostages is the last place Israeli is going to shoot at. And there is no way they will shoot at a place their hostages they are in. So the hostage at the end is going to happen to release them by negotiation, and negotiation only. In fact, if I am the president of Israel, or let us say I am in charge of Israel as an army, I will never even negotiate to free the hostages. The hostages will be the last of my worry. You cannot win war if you are worried about something else besides destroying your enemy. Those terrorists, they did not kidnap those hostages for nothing. They knew that if we kidnap them, they will negotiate. They will stop. So if you give them that opportunity to stop the attack because of what they, you know, what they took from you, then their plan work. Their plan is working then. You should not negotiate. Which one is more important, saving a nation from a future attack, or sacrificing the security of a nation for the sake of 100 people left? You lost already 200 soldiers to bring them back, which means you lost more, way more than the number of hostages. So hostages should not be even the plan. And I don't think even the war now is about hostages no more. This is why you see they are taking over all this area, because simply hostages release is going to happen as part of negotiation later. And the negotiating, maybe they will say, okay, we will let some of the leaders of Hamas to get out to Qatar in return of releasing the civilians. It might happen this way. And then the Mossad, they will go after them and assassinate them wherever they go. So they might allow them for the sake of the, you know, for the sake of their civilians. In the same time, it doesn't matter really where they go. The Mossad is a very powerful, you know, organization, and they can go after them and assassinate those cowards. Abdul Hamid, you are a potato. I call you many times, you never answer. You're just a potato like your prophet. I think, you know, I think Abdul Hamid, you are like your prophet. A Jewish woman, she put poison in the goat for you and you died. Even a Jewish woman, she is the one who killed their prophet. Don't mess with the Jews. How many times I told you, Muhammadan, don't mess with the Jews. Look, they killed your prophet like a rat. They took Jerusalem from you, which is not yours, by the way. You've been conquered. You've been demolished. Your Muslim countries are rushing to kiss the ass of the Jews to sign peace agreement. It's not the opposite. Why? Because only Israel can save your ass from the Shia of Iran. They are coming after you. In fact, I wish Israel will not sign any peace agreement with Saudi Arabia. You see, Saudi Arabia, they said, we can sign an agreement if they agree to make a two-state agreement to Palestinian and stop fire in Gaza. Who cares if you agree or not? It is you, Saudi, Muslim Sunni, who they are desperate for the protection of Israel. Iran, the Shia, is coming after you and they will conquer you. And all of you Muslim Sunni, you will spit at your prophet companion very soon, starting to spit at Aisha right now. The Iranian, they conquer Syria. According to the news I'm receiving, massive number of Muslim Sunni are converting to Shia in Syria. Same in Lebanon, same in Yemen. So the plan of Iran, you see, Israel is just, let us say, a tool for Iran to get a good reputation. Like they are the one who defend the faith, they are the one who want to free Jerusalem. But in reality, the Iranian, they would never go in war with Israeli. I mean, who's holding them? You will notice that the Iranian, they dare to shoot at an American ship, but they don't dare to shoot at an Israeli. They don't. They knew that those Americans, they are not going to go in war. We have Joe Biden and Trump before him. And both they make it clear they will not go in war with anyone. And both they make it clear that they will not expand the war. So because they keep saying their plan, the Iranian, they are playing in the backyard of the American. But in reality, they don't dare to go in war with America. But the question why is they don't dare to go at war with Israel. In fact, the Israeli, every few weeks, or if not every few days, attack inside Iran. Every few days. They do bombing inside Iran. Destroying manufacturers, destroying all kinds of things, or even assassination for nuclear scientists or chemical scientists. So the Iranian, they will not be able to establish like a high advanced weapon. Yet Iran don't dare to threat, let us say they threat like by talking, but don't dare to go at war with Israel. So what they do? They have those Shia militants in Lebanon, in Yemen. They make them bark. But even those, they don't dare really to make a real attack. You see, when October 7 happened, Hezbollah did not join at all. If Hezbollah join, actually, that will be a big issue. You know, the Israeli were not ready, obviously, and the death penalty, like the death total, will be really way more higher if Hezbollah joined the attack with Hamas. But because Hamas, they are stupid, Hezbollah are smart. The Shia are not the same as the Sunni. Sunni always is stupid people. I never saw a Sunni person who is a militant is not stupid. They always. They don't think much, you know, their brain is just tiny, like a rat. Shia are way smarter. They think of the consequences. Last time Hezbollah attacked Israel in 2006, Hezbollah territory demolished by the Israeli. And Hezbollah knew that if the Israeli decide to go at war with them, they will demolish them again, and this time even it might be more massive. So Sunni are stupid. They go at war without calculating their numbers. Like now, what is the accomplishment? If we ask any Muslim Sunni, what is exactly what happened? What you did? Look at this guy. What exactly those Muslim Sunni did? Did you win anything? Did you take like 1 meter more? No. Okay. Did you kill of them a lot of people and you know like nothing, maybe few of you? No. Okay. Are you now more a threat to them than before? No. So, what the accomplishment they did? They took all of Gaza. Look at this. Look at this. This is the city of Gaza. And the gray area, by the way, this is not only the city of Gaza, this is what around city of Gaza. So they lost Gaza, and maybe forever, because now the Israeli, you know, who can force them to let them go back? Nobody. Who in the world can force them? Nobody. And I believe strongly what the Israeli will do, they will say, we will never get out of here unless we get guarantee that no terrorist will be here ever again. Never. So this is Gaza here. And the rest of the area is not Gaza. It's just little tiny towns, all controlled by the Israeli. That's it. You lost control on it. And this is for now. The plan is expanding and the territory is getting bigger and bigger. So soon, maybe 2 months, maybe 3 months, the Israeli are not in a rush. The reason they are going slow, because they don't want to lose too much casualty. The faster you move in, the more soldiers you lose. So they are being smart. And having dogs with them, by the way, is saving a lot of life, which is very good. I saw how the Israeli dogs are capturing a lot of Hamas rats. So if you look at this map here, you will notice that the map is getting bigger. Do you see the arrows? Do you see the arrows of the Israeli army? So they are moving those arrows. This is the direction, this is the next direction. And remember, this is 3 days ago. This is the map 3 days ago. So now I do not know, really have an update about what it is now. Maybe I should check in the same channel if they have something new. Soon, if you look here, they will close this area, you know. Let us go back a little bit. Do you see what they are doing? So they go from all sides. And now soon this will be closed. You see the arrow? This area will be closed. So all this area, very, very soon, is going to be totally controlled by the Israeli. All this, that's it. And now those Hamas who they are in this area, they will be killed like rats because they cannot go anywhere. That's it. There is no space for them. In the same time, the Israeli army is going all the way in the borders with Egypt. So they are going to close the line. So all the tunnels between Gaza and Egypt, they are going to be demolished. And that actually where all terrorist equipment is coming from Egypt. So what is the accomplishment for Hamas is nothing. They lost the land. They lost cities. They lost territory. They lost tens of thousands of fighters. Their cities is demolished actually. There is no city left. And now the Israeli, they are in total control and they will not let them go back unless everybody agree with their condition. CP, do you believe Egypt will attack Israel when they take Gaza? My friend, you see, maybe you do not know much about Egypt. Egypt is a poor country and it is bankrupt. War need money. War need money. If you do you know those shells, they use them like you know, like just for, you know, let us say it's kind of fun fighting. 55 each one of them cost about $800, but those in a wartime, I mean, you need maybe 1,000 of them in day or two. So imagine every second you shoot one of them, you are spending $800. And those are like bullets. They are not even considered as really a weapon. So Egypt is a country depend on USA to feed their people with the bread. They take a lot of assistance from USA. Country is bankrupt. They can't even afford to feed their kids. They are doing their best to convince the population to reduce the number of their babies. Even Saudi Arabia, bankrupt by going with war with the Houthi in Yemen. You know how much Saudi Arabia is rich? Their economy collapsed. This is why they stopped. When Saddam Hussein, he went at war with Iran for almost 9 years. The money of Saudi Arabia, Emirat, Bahrain, all of it goes to Baghdad. Then all of them, they are bankrupt. They can't continue no more. So Saddam Hussein, he have to surrender. He stopped the war. He negotiate. He agree with whatever the Iranian they want to stop the war, because they are out of men, out of money, out of resource, out of everything. War is not a joke. And those countries, all their money, if they have money, it's not even in their land. It's in our land. If you go check where is the money of Qatar right now, you will see all of it. It's in Switzerland, in England, in America, everywhere, but not in Qatar. Because Qatar can lose its sovereignty anytime. It's a small, tiny island, the same as Emirat. If you ask where is the money of the royal family of Emirat, they are not royal. They are a bunch of Bedouin, all of them. They used to take a shower once a year, but thanks to the British intelligence, they make the mistakes. All their money is in the West because they cannot trust their lands. The Iranian can invade them any moment, any second, and all the money they have will go. The same as what happened with Kuwait. When Saddam Hussein decided to take Kuwait, he took it in 2 hours. I remember at that time when it happened, I was very, very young, I was sitting in the balcony drinking my coffee, and I have the radio on. I have radio with those, really a very good radio, can receive waves from far, far distance. And I was listening, I was like moving the radio thing, all this stuff, but it's really good radio. And I stopped with the radio of Kuwait. And I remember until now, they were asking, they are calling for help. Saying like in Arabic, "A'inuna ya akhwan, Saddam Hussein attackna. Saddam Hussein, he attacked us. Please help us, help us. Yeah, our neighbors, Saudi Arabia, yeah, King, So they were begging for help. Saddam Hussein took them over. They started the attack, I think maybe 6 in the morning. By 11, they were inside. They took all of Kuwait. Iran itself is a bankrupt country. Iran itself, you see those Iranians, they are spending too much money in weapon, right? But in reality, the country is bankrupt. They are bankrupt with water. There's no water. The country is suffering from a massive drought as a penalty from God. No water. Their money is not enough. The country is collapsing. There's no jobs. The unemployment is so high. People, they are selling their livers just to live. The prostitution business, there's a documentary done by an Iranian woman. Let me see if I can find it. They have tons of interviews with women who they are selling their body. Same as in Iraq. Same, I mean, you see, in the appearance there is mullahs and, and all those things you see is not what's happening in the ground. What's happening in the ground is totally different story. See, in one hand, they want to, they want to present themselves that they are advanced country, have weapon, etc. Yeah, they have weapon, but their weapon doesn't stand the wartime, the real wartime. You can go right now and search. Inside Tehran, sex trade and business hiding in a plain sight. Uncovering Iraqi religious front for child prostitution, Iraq. Prostitution behind the veil. Divorce Iranian style. All of it's a form of prostitution. Everything is for sale. In the same time, you see in the TV, they put for you airplanes, they made a drone. Yeah, they are making drones. These days, anyone can make drones. But none of those drones is really made by them. They are buying parts from USA itself. A lot of microchips are bought from USA through agents. And that's why the American, they keep arresting agent. In fact, just I think 10 days ago, an Israeli man who live in USA, he was arrested by the CIA for providing Iran. Imagine, he's an Israeli man. You see, some people, they don't care. They worship money. They are using him, they recruit him, they pay him a lot of money so they can get microchips, which is not allowed for Iran to have it, so they can use it for their drones and their weapon. And this Israeli, because Israeli, I mean, they will not suspect him that he, I mean, this is the last one you will think he will sell, such a thing to Iran, right? So he buy it, and then he ship it to different country, and then from there they ship it to Iran. The point is that those countries, they speak too much about war, but none of them is capable of war. As an example, Turkey. Erdogan, he keep talking about war. He want to invade this, he want to invade that, he want to teach them, this is Turkey. But the Turkish army, they show you in TV, looks so strong and so massive. This Turkish army will collapse if they don't have enough money for a month. The Turkish currency is like a toilet paper. Has no value. The price of a chicken in the morning something, afternoon is something else. Every day, this Turkish currency is dead. Look at this. This is 1 month. 1 day is not available. 1 month. 1 year. Do you see? So a country cannot support its own currency. That means their economy is really miserable. Nobody trusts even to put his money from the Turkish people in the Turkish lira. So how those people, they are going to go in war with Israel or anyone? So Erdogan, he go and shout and scream, but in reality, this country is bankrupt. He made a threat to Israel, but he is #1 person who sells steel to Israel. All of them, they say things, but in reality, they do the opposite. So what they say in public is just for the audience, those naive people who shout, Allahu Akbar, oh, this leader, he is real. Look, but in reality, what Erdogan did? Nothing. What he did? Okay, now Israel is taking Gaza. What he did? Did he even shut down the Israeli embassy? The Israeli themselves, they left the embassy. Nothing. Did he stop selling steel to Israel? No. Did he say, you know what, we are going to cancel our relationship with you? No. Why even he consider Israel as a country if this is an occupation country? Why he have even an embassy for Israel in Turkey? In fact, the Mossad, they have a big center in Turkey with the agreement with the Turkish government. Same as Azerbaijan, same as Qatar, same as Emirat. I mean, all of them. So in public they say something, but behind the door there is a different story. Only naive people will believe those dummies. Those people, they are not what they claim to be. I'm going to open my Skype if there is any Muslim would like to join us. So you feel free. And we can switch to talk about the Quran, because the Quran, by the way, mentions some funny prophecies about the Jews. The Quran mentions very funny prophecies about the Jews. Kevin, who was a Muslim, saying, what do you think about the Armenian Christians getting assaulted by Israel and take Armenian property, churches away? Well, I will answer you about that. Those Armenian Christians, their leader are stupid. Because they did a friendship with the Iranian, so the Israeli, they say to themselves, you make your best of friends, you defend Hezbollah, you stand with Iran, well, we will stand with your enemy. So I cannot blame the Israeli for the stupid behavior of the stupid leaders of Armenia. I cannot support any stupid donkey. He joined Muslim forces against Israel. If they are smart, they should not have good friendship with Iran. The Armenian, obviously, they are having the wrong friends. Their number one best friend is Putin. Putin, he sold them out to Azerbaijan and to Turkey. He was watching them being attacked, killed, and he did nothing. All of us, we knew if Putin, he wants, he can say one word, and neither Azerbaijan, neither Turkey would dare to move 1 meter. The stupid Armenian leader, the president, he thought Iran will join him in case of an attack. But the Iranian, right away, they announced that this is the land belong to Azerbaijan and they will not deal with it. Why? Because Iran itself have more than 25 million citizens who they are originally from Azerbaijan. So the leaders of Armenia, they were stupid. However, a land you lose in war, you can take back by war too. No problem. Do we have any Muhammadan would like to join us live? A Muslim, you want to debate me? Let us see. But he want to know if you are in Discord. No, I don't have a Discord. If you want, he can call me here. All right. Let him call me here. A Muslim, he pointed a hadith in Sahih Muslim 2135, explain why Allah called Mary sister of Aaron. My friend, how come Allah did not explain why Mary is the sister of Aaron until a Jewish guy came to Muhammad and said to him, or said to Aisha, listen, Mary and Aaron are not sisters and brothers, and there is, according to the hadith, there is more than 600 years between them. Which is wrong, by the way, the number is wrong. So Muhammad, after he learned that he got busted, he mentioned that, well, at that time, let us read together. When I came to Najran, the Christians of Najran asked me, you read in the Quran, O sister of Aaron, i.e. Maryam, in the Quran, whereas Moses was born before Jesus. When I came back to Allah Messenger, I asked him about that, whereupon he said, the people of old age used to give names of their person after the names of apostle and pious person. However, Aaron was not an apostle, neither was a pious person according to Islam. Isn't it Aaron, according to your Muslim stories, is the one who told people to worship the cow? Same time, who is the one who deserved to be called by? Moses or Aaron? Which one is greater? Why he chose Aaron? He's a stupid. Because in the Old Testament it says Aaron have a sister, her name is Maryam. Maryam, exactly the same name. And you know, when Muhammad he tried to fix that, actually, he made another poo-poo. Why? Because simply you cannot fix that mistake for a very simple reason. Already Muhammad in the Quran, he called the Maryam that she is the daughter of Imran. She is what? The daughter of Imran, which is the father of Aaron. So if the Muslims, this is what Muhammad, when he learned that he is wrong, he is stupid, he tried to fix it, but it's already too late, because in the Quran she is the daughter of Imran, and Imran is the father of Aaron and Moses. This is why there is a chapter in the Quran called the chapter of Imran, of Ali Imran, the family of Imran. So the stupid Muhammad, he speak about Moses and all of them as they are the family, about Moses and Aaron and Mary, as all of them, they are the family of Imran. This is how stupid he is. Allah chose Adam, Noah, and the family of Ibrahim, and the family of Imran. What is the family of Moses? The family of Imran. Okay, what is the family of Mary? The family of Imran. And this is why here we see right away Muhammad, he speak about Imran, which is in the Hebrew Amram, not Imran, and claiming that the wife of Imran, she vowed that if she gave birth to a child, because she is old, she cannot have babies. If she gave birth to a child, that child is going to be devoted to God. And when she gave birth to Mary, she had to keep the vow. And this was, according to Muslims, was the first Christian nun. So according to Islam, Mary, she was a nun. In the same time, the same stupid Muhammad, he claimed that being a nun or a monk is a fabrication the Christians, they come with. Here you will see in chapter 57, verse number 27, it says that those Christians who made, they come with this idea of being a monk or a nun. This is their own fabrication. God never said that. But as you see the verse before, it's saying clearly that the mother of Mary, she is the daughter of Imran, which means the father of Moses. She vowed that if she have a child, is going to be devoted to God, will not get married. This is why you see in the Quran, Mary never have a husband. Never. Ever. She is just the Virgin Mary. All right? And as you see here, the stupid Muhammad, he claimed that when they invented this, they invented to be monks and nuns. This is their invention. It's not from God, never prescribed for them. This is why, we laugh at Muhammad and his so-called religion. I hope I answered you about that. All right. Any Muslim? Yeah, you see, Muhammad, when he got busted by the rabbi, a Jewish rabbi is the one who came to Aisha, and Aisha, she told him when he mentioned that, she said to him, "You are a liar. You are a liar." When he said to her, Mary is not the sister of Aaron, which means everybody understand that Muhammad, he make it clear. But then after that, when he been exposed, Muhammad, he start trying to fix it. Muhammad remind me of a guy who lie a lot. His wife, she told him, "Husband, when visitors come to visit us, you lie a lot. I mean, it's obvious you lie." He said, "Really, I don't notice." So he told her, from now on, if you notice that I'm lying a lot and it's too much like exposed, exaggeration, what about you start coughing? Just to give me a signal so I can fix it. So this guy, he said, "Well, you know what? I had a contract now from the government to build a wall. And the wall is 20 million long kilometer. 20 million. Long." The people, they said to him, 20 million? Long? The wife, she started coughing. So the husband now, he noticed that this was too much, man. 20 million wall long. So he said, "Yeah, it is really 20 million long, but it's 1 millimeter wide." Supposedly now he fixed it, like, he exaggerated with the length of the wall, but it's so thin, it's 1 millimeter, Yeah. And this is Muhammad. He make poo-poo. They got him busted. And he tried to fix it by the 1 millimeter hadith. Do we have any Abdul? And now let us talk about the false prophecies Muhammad, he mentioned about the Jews. You see, Muhammad is just so stupid. It's obvious that he is a false, but he's not only false, he is so stupid. Let's see what Muhammad, he said about the Jews.